Hello. How you doing? Hi. Welcome in, everybody. Once I see that people are here, we will start the reading. This is all signs, whatever comes out of my mouth. Uh-oh. Let's see where this one goes. I think I'm going to enjoy this one. Kinda. I'm going to have fun with it. That's the goal. Yeah. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what the fuck's going to come out, but we're going to find out. Let's put that out. I'll wait for people to see that I'm active. Hopefully people are awake or still watching the content. I haven't been here in like fucking 10 days. I know I've had a busy 10 days. Okay. Give it a minute and we'll start with Aries. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I wonder what is going to happen for all the zodiac signs. I'm just as curious as you are right now. It's going to probably get ruthless. I know it. I can feel that kind of, the fucking sugar is going to start kicking my ass. And I'm just going to run with the fucking tarot. I'm going to start shuffling right now. I think that's a good idea. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, gents? Uh-oh. The wheel and death card. What is that all about? Good morning, everybody. Okay. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Let's start. Aries. What are the messages for Aries? Whatever comes out of my mouth. Here we go. I just saw your card up, right, Aries? What's up? What's going on, Aries? What's going on? Okay. Ooh, Aries. So right off the bat, your reading tells me. It just tells me you're really not trying. Now, this may not pertain to every single fucking Aries out there. Don't have a big head. I'm going to be so fucking natural in this reading. I'm not going to give a shit how you feel about it. I'm going to be me. So let me just stop like that, bitch. All right, so here we go. Do you see these cards? Do you see them? Do I need to fucking slap them on your forehead? Because what it tells me with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, it's almost as if with that, I've got the Ace of Coins, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Coins, and the Seven of Coins, that you don't want to focus on love right now or really get stuck in the, like, so what do I get? Like, you may have had some blemishes in relationships or with people, just a lot of inconsistent horse shit. I'm just going to be fucking dead out honest. It's fucking like unreliable bullshit. Some of it might have even been real fucking petty. I get like a real petty fucking energy where they just wouldn't grow. It was driving you up the fucking wall. You didn't want to fight for this shit. You were hoping for the celebration. But at the end of the day, the fucking words were too short. And you went back to focusing on working on things that mattered or felt like they were working in your favor. It might have dawned on you too at some point. Why the fuck am I stressing about this situation? This shit should be behind me already. I've already made the judgment call not to let shit bother me. I'm stronger than that. I know better than that. And I need to focus on balance right now. I need to build in that direction. I do want to manifest something other than stability, though. You have this, I feel like I made the right decision, but I also feel like it's the unhealthy decision. Like I fight against knowing what I want. And that's fucking being happy in a love situation. Don't fucking say you don't, because you fucking communicate this shit to yourself all the fucking time and not getting the motherfucking victories. This is what I'm seeing for you. We're going to pause. We're going to give a moment of silence for Aries. So I feel like it's almost like a stumble backwards. You have this, I stumble backwards towards the things I feel like I can trust. And it doesn't make it feel like you're completing a situation or feeling towards a love situation. It almost feels like a fucking, like you're a goddamn hamster going on the wheel, and the fucking wheel, you just you think the wheel is going to start spinning in the right direction, but you fall off the wheel, or the person falls off the wheel, or you fall out of contact with the person, or wanting to deal with it kind of energy. I get this not wanting to deal with it, but also not wanting to feel like you're always going to be alone, not wanting to focus on the past. Somebody out there may also feel as if some decisions they've made, they haven't brought in enough emotional attachment to things they care about. Having the picket fence, having the family, having the shit they want to have. You may be trying to figure out what's going to work, or what would be best not to think about that, or to be distracted. I get this. I don't want to be distracted by this energy on you. I get this. I don't want this energy around me. I want to move away from it, or I want to run away from it kind of energy. I don't want to be stuck or hung to a situation anymore. It could be. So I do have this. I get this. I'm tired of feeling lonely energy. So it's telling me you feel lonely, but then when you think about it, you don't feel like you have patience to not be lonely, or you might not feel like you can find that significant other or the happiness with it. It's almost, I feel like you're shooting yourself in the foot kind of energy. It's like I don't want to be bothered. I can't be bothered by it. It doesn't make sense to me right now, kind of energy. And I don't feel like I'm reading my own energy towards you. If you feel like that, you're probably just trying to figure a way to negate your own feelings. Like, how can I push the reality of how I really internally feel onto, this isn't my reading, this is his reading, or this is Becky's reading down the street, or Tanya's reading, or Joe's reading, or Malcolm's, or whoever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I get this energy where some of you, it's like I've accepted that I've left a situation behind, but I still, in theory, don't feel like I've made the right decision, or I'm not sure what, like, you have this energy where it's like, I just don't know what the fuck to trust, or who to trust. What the fuck? What to play with. You come out like every time you try to tell yourself you think you're aware that it's logical, or that you could manifest something, that it feels illogical when it comes to happiness, or finding truth in happiness or success. Something about truth and success and not stressing about it. This has gone on for whoever this is for. This has gone on for a long fucking time. I get this isn't something that just started last week. It didn't start fucking at Bobby Joe's fucking barbecue. It didn't start like that. This shit's been going on with you for a long time. You're probably the style person. I get the style person that you are, is you like to try to focus on a lot of different things, or do a lot of things, and you're okay with doing it on your own. You may like to be on the go. You have this I need to be on the go energy. What the hell? Here we go. Anything else for Aries? Whatever comes out of my mouth. Piss some Aries off. I'm sorry. That's not my that was not the goal here. I didn't know what the fuck was going to come out. It's what's coming out. Probably should have called this what the fuck's going to come out. Here we go. You also come off like this energy, like I'm tired of wanting to see value in things working out, and they don't. A lot of you are working really hard. It's telling me on focusing on how not to lie about what will make you happy. You got double not lying cards. You got this card in reverse, which is a lying card, and this. And I'm asking questions about you. It's like you just over games or situations that make you feel devastated, or just feel like just not a part of. Like, some of you, it's a matter of anxiety, stress, or just letting go of things that have already happened, things that have already been done, dealing with things or believing because of the way things have been, coming out of that circle of shit, whatever the fuck that's about. So that could be anything for a lot of different people. Hold on a second. Let's give you different tarot. Whatever comes out of my mouth for Aries. Show me something else, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries. Hit the like button if you don't mind. It's okay if you're in Aries and you're like, fuck you, Leo. That's all right. It's going to happen. Shit happens. Here we go. Aries, whatever comes out of my mouth. What do you got? Show me something different if you can. I'm all about it. Damn, what is it with you showing up? That's the second time, and it was the first shovel, but you were reversed this time. Aries is sitting down in these cards. It was the first card I saw. Clarify it. Wow. They're jumping right on each other. I thought that was your card. I was like, oh, damn, that was quick. Some of you Aries, if this is going to resonate, you probably dealt with a water sign. You could have dealt with a water sign or a fire sign in the past. Had good communication at a time. It came to an ending. I do get this energy where you do think about this situation, or you have thought about the situation or what it could be like. Why is the victory card here? Some of you came to the conclusion it wasn't going to make you happy, or the person just wasn't suited well for you as well. Something about I made this decision. Why is karma? Clarify the karma card on top of the Two of Swords for Aries, whatever comes out of my mouth. First one. Okay, so some of you may have stopped talking to them and then heard back from them. Some of you may have heard back from them. Some of you may have also felt like they were coming towards you, but you didn't fucking know why. Whatever that's about. Okay, show me something with this. King of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Why did they want communication? I get like you may have told each other things and got to know each other kind of comfortably. Whether you've known each other for a while, it doesn't come off to me that way, though. The energy I'm picking up is you didn't know this person very long. And you may have spoken of things or talked about things that you didn't expect to. And it made it easier to want to make the connection happen again. But at the same time, it still was like lingering. Why am I dealing, or why would I want to deal with this person? And why does this person want to deal with me? That really might have crossed your mind a lot, whatever that's about. Let's keep going. Here we go. Anything else for Aries? Whatever comes out of my mouth. Anything else for Aries? What do you got for Aries? Whatever comes out of my mouth. For Aries. I'm going to tell you something. I feel like you felt like you were juggling a desire and a goal. I feel like you're focusing on goals, but you were juggling a desire and a goal. I also feel like it felt like it was at a distance. It felt like it was a little bit out of like your imagination wanted to blow it up to be bigger, something bigger than it could be. This would have been in the beginning, whatever that's about. That would have been in the beginning. The King of Wands and the Ten of Cups is your passion, your desire towards it. The Ten of Cups is the outcome you might have wanted, and now you're not playing with it anymore. You're not playing with that energy anymore. Definitely could have. I'm going to say this again. It definitely could have been a water sign for some of you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You also come off as if you weren't sure of what they valued about you. Some of you, it could have been a money situation. Did you have a lot of money? Did they want what you have? Or was it, are you prettier than them? Some bullshit like that. Some of you, I'm going to say something real fucking weird. If you're a woman, it was the prettier shit. If you're a dude, it could have been like, are you after my fucking bank account? Are you after, what the fuck are you after here? Kind of energy. Kind of, I feel like a hostile energy. King of Swords. What happened with communication? It became distant. Eight of Pentacles. It stopped growing. 10 of Wands. You stopped worrying about it. The Wheel. It became too much. It started to bother you a little too much. You started to focus on career or values. Some of you it was family values. Some of you, if you don't focus on the family values, it was money oriented progress. Here we go. You have this. I'm not going to let anything stop me as I go forward. I feel like you've had a lot of experience with feeling upset emotionally. And I just don't feel like you're willing to play the game right now. I honestly feel like you're like, no, I'm not willing to do this right now. Like, I don't feel like you could tempt an Aries right now. I feel like Aries wants brand new beginnings, but at the same time, Aries is very complacent with not having to deal with shit. You have this, I don't really want to take risks energy. I don't want to feel stress. I don't want to worry about being left out in the cold or fighting for something that feels out of whack or out of balance. Right now, I'm just saying no to it. I'm putting it down. The Hierophant. I've learned a lot. I feel like that without, excuse me, the High Priestess. I feel like you're in a period where it's like I've learned a lot of shit about myself and about the others. Something about the others. The other ones. You might have done a lot of reflecting or self-healing. Here we go. I feel like you want to see power of change, but you're not really caring about an offer or wanting to focus on the things that you've already dealt with in the past. I don't feel like that stuff brings you excitement at this time. I feel like you're like, nope, 10 of Swords energy. I don't give a fuck kind of energy. 6 of Swords. You don't have to move towards me. Roll the fuck the other way. Turn the canoe around, bitch. Kind of energy. Like, nope, I'm too strong for this shit. I'm going to focus on values and things that I care about, that I want to manifest. I don't want to be emotionally distraught, upset, or staying up late at night. Temperance is here with the 8 of Wands. It just gives me this energy where it's like, I don't want to say like the damsel in distress. I just don't want to be feeling like I'm used or like somebody's violating my space. Why does it feel like I don't trust a person or a situation? 3 of Cups, Justice, the Hermit, the Hanged Man, the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the Lovers, 9 of Pentacles reversed, and Death card. Is it new? I'm not getting more like I get the energy you wouldn't mind in time. You wouldn't mind starting over and opening up emotionally to somebody. But the energy I see before that kind of shouts at me like I don't really want to deal with something I've already dealt with. With the King of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Cups upright, the Queen of Swords with communication, the Chariot in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. You're not really wanting to run towards a situation you've already handled or dealt with right now. You're like, fuck the fuck, why would I do that? You just feel like you've closed down that option, that emotion. I'm going to tell you that emotion. I feel like, look at this. The 10 of Cups is reversed, and I feel like you don't want to be bothered by it. I do see you wanting to manifest things or hoping to manifest good karma, but not wanting to be feeling like things aren't going to work in your favor. I feel like you're really very optimistic about your future as well, and trying to be aware that sometimes it's better to fight on your own than to deal with people that are going to make you feel anxiety, fear, worry, or doubt, self-doubt at that. You may be trying to work yourself out of that feeling. Some of you could be trying to working a better health regimen, or just learning how to trust yourself more, have a little more faith inside of who you are and what not to work with and what to go towards, what not to stress about, and what definitely what not to stress about, because it doesn't make you happy. And I feel like you're aware of this, and you don't want to feel like you're being the one that's always combative. The 4 of Pentacles. Some of you, this may have felt like a cross-watcher treated you this way, by the way, whatever the fuck that's about. I feel like you're trying to cut free of that. I feel like that Nine of Wands is you not only being aware of a situation, you being aware of the situation. I feel like it's the Magician trying to remind you that you're strong enough to move on. Your imagination can take you where you let it. I feel like you need to hear that. King of Wands, Three of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. You're going to be very good at communicating if you decide to. If you decide to open up or start a business and it has lines of communication involved in it, you'll succeed. That's having success, and a lot of success. Ten of Cups, the Wheel. It's repeating itself. You have this, I'm not going to let the desires I used to want get to me today, tomorrow, or going forward. So you have this very, like, I feel like you're in your challenge position. You're trying not to scratch the wall or let that. You ever hear somebody take like a fork and scratch a plate, and it's like that fucking sound that you just can't stand? I feel like you're not trying to let that be the problem right now. I feel like where it's like that would be like that feeling inside. You're not trying to feel that towards people at all. I feel like Aries is like, no, the hell no with that. Here we go. Anything else? It's kind of long for Aries. I didn't plan to give you this long of a reading, but I did. You could also feel bored with direction or where you're going from where you are right now. You could feel like everything you've been doing it may have been bringing in, I'm going to say it, money, fortune, something of the sort, but I don't feel like it's been something that's been emotionally, I feel like it's been more of like a money thing where you're either very highly strung on being money motivated right now or career driven, but it's not really opening up the fancies of the emotions you want attached to a situation. And I feel like you're aware of that, or the balance that's not showing up in that direction. So I feel like what you're trying to do is trying to forget or let go. Some of you, I already did forget or let go, but I'm still trying to figure out how do I cross the road? How do I get both? But how do I let go of not? It's such a fucking crazy reading. It's like, I feel like you want something, but you're cutting it off at the same time. It's almost like you will tell yourself till you're blue in the face. Have you ever heard the term like somebody says something to their blue in the face, where they'll agree or talk about how they feel, but they truly don't feel that way. They truly don't feel that way. That's what I'm picking up for the Aries. Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess reversed, and the Sun reversed. Because when they reflect on the situation, the growth that they're looking for in relationships, platonic, lovers, whatever the fuck this is, it's not showing happiness right now. It feels like it's just like flatlines. That's probably the perfect word. I feel like the message I'm supposed to tell you may not like. The minute you let this go, the minute things are going to start to unfold healthy for you, you'll find love. You'll find celebrations. You'll find, like, it came up. You got love. You got celebrations together. Right now, you're not getting that. You're trying to figure your way towards that. Right now, you've made the decision. It's not worth it. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, not the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands with the Victory in reverse. It's almost like I'm trying to forget how I feel energy. And I feel like you're aware of this. I don't feel like it's your imagination just running wild. I feel like you want to run wild in a direction. But I feel like that direction has a lot to do with what you really want or what you're already fucking aware of. And I feel like you felt really like on guard with it. And I feel like you need to drop the fucking guard. Kind of need to let loose. That's the only way you're going to find what's meant to find you. Part of me feels like I wasn't supposed to tell you that, being the guy in the chair. Part of me feels like that part was meant to come out and I didn't understand why until I fucking said it. Whatever. That's your reading. That's what I got for Aries. What the heck? That might be as beat up as some fucking scrambled eggs, but take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. Hopefully it made sense to somebody out there. Jesus Christmas. Oh my God. Oh, if I read any deeper into that shit, I would have gave my, I would, you might as well have tried to mind fuck me. Like that was deep, like deeply, like it was pointing me in the direction to where it's not somebody feels confused. They're so fucking conflicted with wanting something and telling themselves they've let go of the past and it doesn't bother them, but it fucking does. And that's Aries being stubborn as shit. All right. You heard it from the fire sign Leo. Anyways, on to Taurus. How is everybody? Hit the like button if you don't mind. All right. I wonder how many Aries I just pissed off. Better to be pissed off than pissed on, bitch. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Taurus. I got to clear the deck for a second. I don't know. I got to swap decks too. That's only 2 for you for now. We'll give you some more before I touch that deck again. To this one. I can't see anybody. The screens went black. I'll fix it. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for being patient and waiting to see what's going on. I'm making scrambled eggs right now. Slap them a couple times for Aries, would you? Slap the fucking juices out of them. All right. What's wrong with you? Here we go. Oh my God. I don't even know what the fuck. I'm already losing sight of what I said, so it's probably better for me. Here we go. Whatever comes out of my mouth, it's Taurus. More Red Bull. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, I hate how it makes my teeth feel. I feel like I gotta go brush them right now. Whatever comes out of my mouth. That feels good. Here we go. Taurus. Oh, you start with Aries in reverse. Oh, why do you have that in reverse with Aries? Show me. Show us. All of us. I want to do it. You have a, like, don't test me energy. What the fuck? You have the Emperor in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups upright, the 8 of Swords upright. This makes me feel like emotionally don't test me. I've been through enough. I've made decisions. I'm not emotionally going to value anything unless it's changed. I'm not going to be fooled, duped, stooped into any malarkey, bullshit, horseshit. Like, I ain't got any time for shit. Kind of not at all. Somehow it makes me feel like if it doesn't fulfill your needs or sustain trust, reliability, then you're like way over it with that fool energy and that top. I just get this. I won't give a fucking, like, you're just very boldly not giving a damn. Why? I get this energy where emotionally you have like an energy where it's like I need to be emotionally focused on the things I can work towards. You have this I don't want to stress about what I need to build or what I'm trying to build energy. You have this some of you it's the value of love and peace. Others of you it is money. Why is the Ten of Swords reversed with the Sun? You have a very, very, very strong, nothing's going to come in the way of what I want energy right now. Some of you might have felt like you were losing sight of it, or it was losing direction from you, and then you just started putting more work towards it, or trusting a little bit deeper that you can pull it off. Believing in your desires or your hard work. I'm going to say it again, your hard fucking work, Taurus. I feel like you've learned. I think you've learned a lot. I think you continue to learn. Some of you might have felt like you were dealing with some players, but they weren't the right players or the right ones to open up, communicate with, or tolerate. That feels definitely work-oriented. Some of you may have felt like they were talking shit about behind your back at work too at some point, and you just had to cut yourself away from that. Or like if it wasn't career, it could have been something that emotionally upsets you with family, loss of value, or you felt a toxicity that you were like, I can't be here. There's no balance here. I don't want to play with energy like that. I got to cut free of that bullshit. I don't even want to look back at that bullshit. That shit's on fire, and I don't need to be part of that fucking mess. That was either career or families. I feel like you wanted to try to get more communication out of a situation, but you felt like you were throwing stones at something that wasn't opening up emotionally. It wasn't emotionally charging or changing. You were looking for the balance. You were looking for the open opportunity. You were looking for the growth, for the positive forward movement. I feel like if it made you kind of like, I can't trust this. It doesn't feel like it's something that wants to come out. I need to just overcome a situation that's making me feel uninvolved or uninvited. You have this, I feel uninvited. You get this energy where it's like, this shouldn't have been a problem. I feel like you went after change. Some of you saw changes in a love relationship. I get this guy. Some of you women dated a younger guy as well, something like that. You guys are at a distance. You don't speak. The communication is gone. Whatever that's about. I don't feel like you're upset about this. I feel like you recognize this wasn't the one. Something about I knew better, or this person wasn't the one for me. Now, if it could be the roles are reversed for some ladies, and maybe you're the younger one, he's the older one, but somebody thought the other person was really attractive. I get this. I felt like the person was so fucking attractive. Energy. Here we go. This makes me feel like you're okay with understanding that it's behind you. The High Priestess and the Knight of Swords is reversed. I don't feel like it's really stressing you out or hindering you. I feel like you're more focused on career-related endeavors versus passion. I feel like you've gotten over the sexual atmosphere of that situation. Maybe the sexual attraction, the sexual commitment, whatever it is. I had to let go of situations, people, or just understand what to commit towards. I feel like you're still going through this. A lot of this feels like you don't want to stress about it or worry about the health of somebody else, or you might have worried about the health of somebody else. This feels like it's a close person, somebody family related. Wow. I don't feel like you were lying about the way you wanted to see things turn out with victory or happiness to yourself. I feel like you just started to focus on yourself, and you weren't really wanting to move towards a situation that feel like it wasn't solid or wasn't really there. You have this, I think I'm ready for a different, I feel like you wanted to be a part of a situation, but the situation wasn't showing up the way you were, the way that a situation should. So I feel like you didn't let it get the best of you. I think at first it upset you, but I don't feel like it took very, very long for you to realize, I just got to let this go. I have to make that decision. I have to, in and out, let it die, rebirth, start something else. Not stress about it. Focus on the things of value. Stay strong to that energy and focus on the balance of that energy versus getting stuck on an energy or feeling like you don't have truth and clarity, that you should move away from a situation that you might have felt like, if I stay here, it's going to come to an end anyway. I'll just feel like this any fucking way. Why the fuck am I going to do that? The devil's reversed because you weren't supposed to. I feel like you were smarter than that. I feel like you are waiting for a soulmate. I do feel like you're waiting for a soulmate, and I do feel like you have the power to get what you want. It just may take some time before somebody wraps their arms around you. I don't feel like the options aren't around you. I just feel like the time's off. Something about I'm done. Temperance, time. Something's, you got to wait. I feel like you have to stay goal oriented right now. And that's after you've done that and you've done all that hard homework. That's when this person comes towards you or you move towards them. Okay. What in the monkey hell? Here we go. Wow, it's pretty warm in here. I got to shut that off because I won't be able to breathe in a minute. Turn that off. Wow, got hot in here. It's going to freeze. I'm going to get so cold so quick in here now. All right. Anything else? Whatever comes out of my mouth for Taurus. Here we go. Thank you, Tisha Elrod. I appreciate that. I'm sorry if it was harsh. I'm sorry. I feel like it was harsh as shit. Maybe I'm wrong, but I fucking kind of hope I am. But it felt kind of a little rough. But I appreciate that because it's like if I don't like having to read it and you can come forward with that, I find a lot of admiration, strength, honesty, integrity inside of somebody who can do that. It's easier to paint a picture around somebody else than to paint a picture around ourselves. The question at the end of the day is how well can you paint that motherfucking picture? We're not going to go there. That might be getting like that. That's where the fucking spiritual ego will come out and whoop your ass and not care. Not give a fuck. I have that mentality. I just don't give a fuck kind of energy. Like, ain't got time for that. All right. Shuffling the wrong deck for Taurus. Here we go. I just like to shuffle that one. And just the cards are like perfect. These are all like skimpy. This is one of my favorite decks. It's just so skimpy. I have to shuffle so much lighter. I can't be like, take that. Here we go. Taurus. Anything else for Taurus? It's fast. Some of you I feel like I'm going to hit your future a little bit here. Some of you could be waiting the arrival of figuring out a direction you're going to head in or when you're going to figure out where you're going. I don't usually get that with the Truth and Clarity card, but something about the Ace of Wands with the Nine of Wands, I feel like a direction. I feel like what's been left behind is something you've wanted to leave behind for a while, and you're awaiting the area that you may make. Something makes me feel like there's an improvement in some of you are going to move. I'm just going to fucking say what I'm feeling. Some of you are going to fucking move. The move isn't right, isn't yesterday, isn't tomorrow, but you're going to be moving soon. Some of you are moving, or you've been waiting. I feel like you're aware that you want this. I feel like the stability that you live now, you're ready for change, different outcome, different direction. You could be really trying to focus on saving money for this situation. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Clarify it. I don't really feel like you're going to change directions right now as far as this is going to be strange. I feel like, have you ever had well, we've all had these tests, but where it's like it needs to be A, B, C, D, all of the above. I feel like that's what Taurus is at. I feel like for somebody to get you off like that, to get you going like this, to kind of straddle those fucking, I don't know, straddle that saddlebag right. Do whatever the fuck you call the JoJo Mojo shit. I'm going to tell you something. I feel like they got to get all the fucking thing. They got to hit the right fucking spot. They got to do all kinds of shit right there. But then they got to play the part, act the part, walk the part. And I don't feel like you're really focused on that right now. Karma reversed, the Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Tower. I feel like you're focused on change. Getting balance, getting more comfort, maybe buying a house, moving away. Some of you, it's moving away or being able to purchase a home. Could you be wanting to get out of the city or feel like the city's just too loud? Something like that for some of you. What the fuck? Here we go. The Hermit, the Hangman. That's not for everybody, but that's for somebody out there. You could also have this energy like, I want to have everything that I plan on having. I just feel like you may have this now. Some of you already may have a property or have something, but you're trying to grow to get more or leave something of more value behind. Maybe a lot of land, even with this property, or wanting a lot of land or open space, whatever the fuck that's about. I just see like a lot of land around this property. Some of you could be wanting to live a little more off the land on that property. Maybe grow shit, have tomato farm, have like corn and just different things. You have a very I feel like you're the message I'm getting for you is whoever you've dated in the past or dealt with in the past, dated, were married to. If this is going to make any sense, I don't see you trying to knock on their window, creep in their back door, text them that late night text. I don't see you doing that. I don't see you doing that. I honestly feel like you're going in a brand new fucking direction. I feel like you're leaving a lot behind you, and you have truth and clarity that that's where you stand. I just don't feel like you want to go towards an ex that you dealt with. I don't feel like you want to do that right now. You almost have, I see this energy where you would feel like you're cheating yourself, or you're cheating yourself out of happiness, or both of you. And I feel like you're very aware of this. I don't understand why you would know that, other than you're probably very in tune with your spiritualism. Here we go. Anything else? Whatever comes out of my mouth for Taurus. Anything else for Taurus? Anything else for Taurus? Here we go. What do you got for Taurus? Whatever comes out of my mouth. Taurus. Show me something for them, please. Oh, Jesus. Page of Pentacles. Why is that reversed? I think you're tired at the time it's taking to like evaluate how long it's. Or I feel like you've been trying to get towards a financial goal, and it's been very. I'm just gonna say the truth. I feel like it's been draining you, feeling like the road's taking forever to get to what you're looking for on a stability matter. To see the changes of events happen, I feel like you're like, fuck. Why is it taking so long? Probably upset with like, why the fuck is everything getting so expensive? 10 of Cups, the Lovers is reversed, and Temperance. I don't feel like you have a strong focus on on love situations. If you have a strong focus on love situation, it's probably children right now. Something to do with kids. I feel like money and kids are your main priority. This is another young child. Could be a boy and a girl, a couple girls, a couple boys, something like that. 3 of Swords, King of Cups. Knight of Cups reversed, the Magician. And I don't feel like you're going to let anything get in your way right now. I feel very, very powerful when I read your reading. It's like Taurus doesn't want to put up with any bullshit, like at all. It's like you could be trying to fuck. You could have like a voodoo doll of Taurus, and they ain't going to feel the stabs right now. Taurus just ain't there for that. I just get this. I'm ascending towards trusting what I truly want or finding my direction. You might have already, I feel like you've planted a seed on telling yourself what you want, and you're just trying to get to where you want to achieve, but you've had some hiccups along the road. I feel like it started to pick up and it went down. The cards aren't telling me that. That's what I'm feeling in your energy. Here we go. Let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. All right. Welcome in, everybody. I think it's time for a cigarette on Gemini. Oh, you 63, Gemini. Here we Thank you, Jill. Thank you for being here, Casey. Six Killer. Of course, Tisha. And everybody else that's watching on the screen or in the background. Thank you guys all for being here. Greatly appreciate your energy and your patience. Now that's fucking attractive to me. Just saying. That's fucking the shit. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna have to give myself a minute. I do feel like I got to go back to Taurus. You could have Taurus or Gemini. I feel like you guys need a good massage, whether you're a Taurus or I'm just going to say it. I feel like either Gemini or Taurus need a good massage. I feel like there's a lot of tension in your body for Taurus and Gemini. Now, it might not be every fucking day, but it happens a lot because I got real stiff after that reading. And I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Is this Taurus's energy still, or am I pulling in Gemini? I went to light the cigarette and I realized how stiff like from here all the way through my shoulders. Doesn't have to be here in your body. It could be other body parts that have been making you feel sick, or just feeling a little like not 100% you. That's the best way to describe it. God knows I don't need that right now. My shoulder's killing me. My old injury's acting up. And I wasn't even worried about that. Once I started talking about it and it started to run away, I started to feel the shoulder. But I'm not telling you it's your shoulder because my fucking shoulder hurts. And I'm not feeling like I don't need any more pain in that shoulder. I'd be saying something like, whose shoulder's hurting? I ain't saying that right now. It felt more like tension. I'll also get that whether you're either a Taurus or Gemini, you guys are staying up later than normal. Put the device down. Put the device down. Go the fuck to bed. I'm sorry I'm yelling at you, but go to sleep. Get some rest. Stop waking up so goddamn early. Because some of you are doing both. Here we go. On to Gemini. What the hell? Here we go. I don't know how you do that, because even when I do get enough sleep, I don't feel like I got enough sleep. But I'm fucking the opposite schedule of a day schedule. Well, that's a lot harder. And then I feel like for like a couple hours until I snap out of it. I hate that shit. Oh, not every night, but enough. Fucking wake up, been up for 2 hours, fucking eyes are bloodshot. I hate that shit. Here we go. Let's go. Gemini. Whatever comes out of my mouth for you. Wow. So Gemini, it's telling me you could have had some kind of, I just get this, I feel like something you treasure has been on your mind. Something that you can't, something not a physical touch anymore. Something that you miss has been on your mind. This would circle within the past week to 3 months for some of you. I don't know why I get 1 to 3 months. Week to 3, 1 to 3, and 3 feels like it's not 3 weeks. Feels like it's got to be months. Several at that. More than a couple. At least just say more than a couple. Doesn't have to be several, but more than a couple. All right, here we go. I'm going to give them to you. And that one. Wanted to fall off my finger. Let's see what you get. Put these down. These two will be last. Let's see. What is this? You could have also been, I just get, whether it's been an in and out thought, because it does feel like it comes in and it goes out. You could have been feeling like, what am I working towards, or why am I working towards it, or is it going to work out kind of energy? you may need to get you. I feel like you need a retreat. This makes me feel like Gemini needs a retreat. Why? What is up? It may give you more sustainability with your emotion. Going after like some kind of retreat. Getting a little more balance, fairness. Getting a little more change in your life. I feel the need to say, I feel like you need to get a little more receptive with what you deserve. I feel very fucking strongly to feel like you're fighting in so many different directions. 3 at least. 3, it could be as many as 8. Feel like you pulled in 8 different fucking directions at once. But when do I have time to like feel the energy for myself or know what I want or understand what's good for me? What the fuck? If you feel that way, or you've had these feelings, or you've been wondering what to invest in, I feel like you're going to come to the crossroads or making the decision to figure out how to get what you want or more out of what you need. Something made me need, somebody's fucking coming across and telling me you just got to trust a little more. You got to believe a little more that you can get everything you're looking for. I can hear somebody. What the fuck? Hold on. And you're not alone. Just make the decisions. Something about you have the power and the desire, but you have to really understand that you have this power and desire. There isn't a lover in the world that can take this away from you. If there's somebody you're missing, I feel like they miss you too. I feel like you could be their child. I feel like they want you to see greater patience. I get this. They need you to be focused on being a little more resilient. And don't focus on the things that upset you. And this makes me feel like when you think of them, they think of you, or they're always there to protect you. Something about I'm always there to protect you, even if I'm not here in the physical world. What is going on? Things may feel like they haven't been working out in your favor, Gemini. So whether it's in love or career, I feel like the message here is you have the opportunity to balance it. You just got to let go of the fear of separation, of the belief of it. I feel like if it's been hard to fight or trust that instinct, you need to work and let that grow from within. That's the judgment and the outcome I feel like the other person wants you to have. I feel like you're also trying not to let things upset you. I think you're trying really hard not to let shit upset you. This isn't going to be everybody's reading. This is like a fucking, I might as well be reading somebody on the goddamn phone and then like let them talk and then just let the person tell me shit about them so I can tell them or speak about their future. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm trying to read collectively. Oh, you got to trust and don't get stuck in suspense or endings. Some endings are the best thing that can happen to us. And I feel like you need to learn your strength. Some of you have felt at a distance or on ends or at your wits with bullshit in life. I feel like life, and it's like it's just been too much. And I feel like now you need to focus on how to take a leap of faith on not feeling that fear, anxiety, or worry. And no regrets. No regrets. You know what I mean? No more heartache. No more feeling like things are going to get in my way. Just remind yourself you've gotten this far and you can go a lot further. I do see you having opportunity to branch out and meet or speak with new people. You do have new energy coming around. This is definitely strong new energy. Some you may not like, some you may feel like, oh, I kind of enjoy this. Some of you, it has something to do with a hobby or time you invest, or you what you look at, what you watch. You may start watching something more, get more intrigued in something. If this is making any sense to you, you've been having a lot of hard time with a love relationship, or the lack of the help, the correspondence in a love relationship, or wondering how do I get past this and onto something beautiful. But you've also got a lack of being content at work, sick of the stress of work environment right here. Some of you, it's health. This could also be health situations that have arose that just came out of the fucking blue. You didn't expect, and you've been dealing with that shit too. Fuck. I feel like you're aware of it. I just feel like you can't really stress about it, but you may also need to make sure you're giving balance to situations, to you more than anything. Because I feel like you haven't been doing enough of that, and I feel like that is what's needed. And I feel like this is why you may feel like just tired, or you may be having these health issues. You definitely come off like you're tired, and then when you're not tired, it's just like 1 minute I'm good, the next minute I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? I feel like I'm falling apart. It's not going to last forever, whatever this is about. I can tell you this much. It will not last forever. This will pass. If I could give you any more truth and clarity, there's the card, truth, clarity. This shall pass. All right. For Gemini, let me put these down. I got like anxiety in my heart area. I didn't like that. It was fucking too much. Give me something else for Gemini. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Whatever comes out of my mouth for Gemini. I want you to focus, Gemini. I'm not one to usually tell you this, but I'm going to tell you, Gemini. Higher frequencies is going to be very, very good for you right now. Higher frequencies will take away a little bit of any anxiety, any stress. I'm going to explain to you, and I didn't want to do that once this. I don't know if you saw my eyes. My eyes said a lot just about 25 seconds ago. But I heard a high-pitched ring in my right ear. That's usually like getting information. Can be like angelic shit. Can be like tendonitis or some bullshit like that in your ears. Tendonitis, whatever it's called. I don't have that shit, thank God. But in the ear, I can really hear, like, clairaudient wise. I feel like higher frequencies are going to help you. Maybe listen to frequencies, falling asleep to them. That may help you. It may relieve a little bit of stress. You may get a little more sleep. Try that. I want you to try that and see if it helps you. You don't have to come back and tell me if it did. The fact is, if it does, my purpose was met. Okay? Here we go. Gemini. Gemini. What do we got for you? Whatever comes out of my mouth for Gemini. Here we go. Oh, no. 4 of Pentacles reversed. I saw it hit the ground reversed. The Sun is reversed. The High Priestess is reversed. Why? Clarify this. I feel like the message I need to tell you is by the end of the year, you'll feel a lot more carefree. I feel like you'll feel a lot more. I feel like the days that you've looked at, you've wanted to see happen or start to show up for you. I feel like you just got to trust that you're moving in that direction. This is the year. It says the wheel of the year. I feel like it's by the end of the year, you start to really feel like the wheel starts to spin, or you start spinning the wheels to make things adjustments. Something about I'm going to make a lot of adjustments, and it's going to happen by the end of the year. A lot of it may have to do with you fighting for the things you value, or going after things that you feel value you. A lot of it, I feel like the light turns on for you to see it. Any of the things that have upset you, look at this, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, any of the things that upset you, I feel like it's not your focus. I feel like your focus is on your passion and what you can create going forward. I feel like anything of the past is behind you. The only thing I feel like that could slow you down are your thoughts right now. I feel like your thoughts are more powerful than you're letting on to recognizing. I feel like you need to learn how to recognize this. I feel like you got to focus on, I don't want to say the end game, but focus on seeing yourself where you feel like you belong. And something about that wheel, if you don't put the work in, they're going to start spinning the wheel. King of Swords, 2 of Cups is reversed, 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords. You may have gotten away from an air sign or felt distance from a fire sign. The Hanged Man is here. 4 of Cups, the World is reversed, and the Page of Swords. You also may feel discontent with trusting a situation is going to equate to strong balance. The Magician, I feel like you got to really put the test of time in it. I feel like emotionally you've invested in releasing the past, or saying I'm done, saying goodbye to the past. I feel like if it doesn't strike you down like a fucking bolt of lightning, you're okay with that. You're moving the fuck on kind of energy. I feel like you're aware of this and you're understanding your fucking value and worth. I love that. I really love that. The best thing I could tell you in this reading is there's no time for stress, but focus on the things that matter and that won't cause you to feel the anxiety or fear. Karma may have had a lot of a point in a situation, but I feel like your emotions were in it for the right reasons. I feel like your emotions were as big as the wave. Your heart was as big as the wave behind a little girl. And I feel like something that fell apart in a family situation, it's not the ending forever. It's just for now, and you've got to focus on decisions that are going to be emotionally content or fulfilling going forward. I feel like this is what Gemini needed to hear, and this is the message I have for you. Okay. Jeez, Gemini. Like, wow, yours was a lot different than I expected. I was hoping to cuss your ass. No, it's going to cuss you out. Like, no. I'm just trying to just go with it. I'm trying to be funny here. I'm trying, Gemini. I'm trying. Okay. Should have brought a paper towel down. Coffee sweating. I'm not taking off my shirt to wipe that down. Almost was tempted to do so. No. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Aquarius has got a while before we hit it, Manny. We got a minute before I get to Aquarius. Have a great Sunday, Catherine Wagner. Everybody I feel like it's fucking Saturday, Friday night. I don't feel like it's Sunday. I'm usually a day ahead. Today I don't feel that way. Here we go. Cancer. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Let's go. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Tell me something for Cancer, please. You have I straight up right out the gate. I feel like something about figuring things out, being aware. Some of you, it's a matter of being aware of knowing how to become patient, or that things will work out. Not wanting to worry about situations that may not feel like they've come to fruition. This does feel like a money-related matter. Some of you need to be patient. Some of you have kind of cut free of being worried about a relationship or the ending of a relationship. Maybe it took a while to get truth and clarity. I feel like that's not the problem. I don't feel like that's the problem. I feel like right now you're focused on being emotionally invested, on fighting for gold, money, security. I'm over it. Security. Money again? Is that what you're manifesting, my Cancer? Like, that's what it's telling me. That's what I'm feeling. Anyways, let's keep going with Cancer. I'm going to pick these up. We're going to put them back in there, shuffle them like a fucking bag of potatoes, and let's go. Here we go. Give me something else for Cancer, whatever comes out of my mouth. Cancer, you may take risks and hope they lead towards victories. I do feel like you're going to go towards victories or risks. You may have even started this process. Some of you, I get something about you had to end something to start something brand new. You had to try something else. Hopefully it works in your favor, whether it already did or it starts to in the future. I feel like this direction just felt right to you. I don't feel like you want to focus on anything that feels unhealthy at this point, whether it could be alcohol, it could be people, be exes that, you know, drink or did drugs, whatever. I feel like you're not really focused on that. I feel like you're staying focused on goal-oriented aspects of life. I don't feel like you want to be feeling upset with situations that have hurt you. I feel like you're trying to learn how to outgrow that or let it go. I feel like I feel like it's like just let that fucking shit go energy, like big time. I feel like you're like, no, nothing's gonna police me. I don't know why, but you're like, nothing's gonna police me. It's dead and gone. It's gotta go. I can't take it anymore. Kind of energy. I gotta focus on the things that I can make happen or will happen, and I gotta work on that more than anything right now. Every time I look back at something that hurts me or the deception in a situation, I feel like I want to go off at the tongue. At the same time, I feel like I'm going to lock myself in a cage that I don't fucking belong in. And I need to say no. I need to back off kind of energy. I need to put in work somewhere else on me, on situations that are going to show value towards me. And so I can show value towards situations I care about. I feel both energies there. It's almost like you want to give back to a situation. I feel like some of you I want to get back to a situation that I never really gave me a shot or doesn't understand that I value it and I'll always value it or always care for it. This could be a family issue matter. Somebody really cares about somebody, whether it's you or them. And I feel like it could be both of you. I feel like it could be both of you because you got the moon card in reverse. And I felt like it was screaming at me when I looked at the moon card in reverse to say both of you care about each other. Both of you want to see happiness inside of each other's lives or made the decision, like whether you're in connection or not, that means that has permanent value. What the fuck? Nothing could take that away from either one of you, whether you celebrate together or don't. And it doesn't feel like you have for a long fucking time. I feel like it's been closed off for a minute. Somebody wants to fix it. I want to fix it. I want to make it work. The Hangman, I haven't forgotten you. We don't talk. We don't talk anymore. You know that song? We don't talk anymore. Well, that's what's going on. But I still have emotions for you. I always will. I'll never forget. You know, you could be their mom. It could be a sister. It could be somebody close. It feels like somebody really fucking close to you. I feel like this shit has been just something that's been hard to deal with. This is definitely feeling like your sister's mother, daughter, something of the sort. The work hasn't been put in between you. Nobody's opening up the channel of communication or playing with it. It's almost like the fire's burned out. But somebody's trying to, you know, grow the strength to make that happen. There's a lot of emotional pain here. Somebody's been patiently waiting to see if somebody would come towards them. Somebody may have even given up. I hate to say this, and I don't like to sound pessimistic, but one of the two parties gave up hope. This makes me feel like somebody's given up hope or that it will happen. Somebody's stuck somebody had been stuck. You have 3 cups in reverse. Somebody's so emotionally invested in a situation and the value of change that they've already invested that there hasn't been any change, and it probably won't be because they've lacked the patience or the willpower to believe things can change. They've already shut the door, the wheels reversed on believing or opening their imagination to the greater, grander, more, the higher perspectives or values, the optimistic sides, the endings that could come towards you, the endings that you appreciate and the other person does, whether either one of you want to admit it or put it on the table. I feel like it's not over till it's over. For you to get the 8 of Wands in the world, I feel like it's more or less somebody getting the strength to figure out who's going to make that fucking leap or effort. That's where it is. Did somebody get lied to, betrayed, stabbed in the back in this situation? Fucking probably. And I feel like that's not the right fucking judgment or outcome. And, you know, shit can get painted on the wall. You know, you can write on the wall in red and somebody can go in a different direction because of it, not fight for it. But at the same time, if it's not the truth, it's not the fucking truth. If you don't communicate with them now, don't think that that light's out, because that light's not over. I feel like you've surrendered to feeling the upset about it. And now you have to just wait for the power of change. This is what I have for Cancer. Whoa. Good golly, good golly, good golly, Cancer. This is going to be an easy answer. If anybody, this may not make sense to everybody, but if that made any sense to you, I can't say every single one of you, but I can say with 87 and 87, with me having the same likes and same people in the audience watching as I say this, I feel like that has a meaning behind it. Just like this is going to have a meaning behind it. The majority of you will get that wish. The majority of you will speak again, or will figure it out. Just so you know. Part of me gets a little upset about it, and it's like, what are you waiting for? Part of me, not the younger part of me, the very old part of me, makes me feel like, what are you waiting for? Okay. Wise balance here. You're definitely seeking change and aware that you want emotional change and change in development with money or career. Definitely money and career, and a situation that fell on its head or never showed, never really focused on running towards you, or you never ran towards. It's almost like ripping off a fucking Band-Aid. Somebody doesn't want to rip off the Band-Aid. So are you going to rip the Band-Aid off, or are they? And only please do this if you know you're putting yourself in a safe situation. That's my recommendation. Don't take my words out of context or put yourself in any jeopardy or harm. That's not why I'm out here, okay? With that said, we're going to move on to Leo. Okay. Leo. Whatever comes out of my mouth for Leo. Okay. Leo. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Uh-oh. What do we got for you, Leo? Come on. That was it. Why? Ooh, I want to know so bad. This may be for some, and I'm going to say it's happening probably now, or it's already been something you've tried to look at. Is there something not really making you happy? Is something not really making you happy? Because the Hangman with the 7 of Cups, I don't feel like you're disillusioned to how you're feeling, or what you feel like what may not value, or what you may need to walk away from. Some of you, it's almost like, if it's not worth it, I'm not going to stress about a situation. I don't want to feel anxiety. I don't want to feel regret. I'm just going to say goodbye or no to it. Or it's a lesson of not lying to yourself about moving on, doing more for you. Could be doing more for yourself or those close to you as you do it for you. But I feel like you need to trust the process, or trust going in that direction. I don't feel like this has to do with love. I feel like this has to do with a money situation. It's either not bringing you enough joy, it's joy or success. You're either not bringing in enough money to be happy, and if it's not that that's the problem, and you're bringing in enough money, it's not fucking making you happy. That's what it's showing me. Here we go. Some of you Leos may have felt like you had to surrender to somebody who left you for somebody else. This may have been something that was hard. I get this. It was hard to let it go or ignore what they did. What the hell? The Chariot reversed. You also may feel like this person, they wouldn't help you. So they could be doing real good. You may have more attachments to them than those horses, children. Some of you, it's children, maybe grandchildren, something about more attachment. And it's like they wouldn't help you if the fucking building was on fire. They know you're struggling and they're letting you struggle. I don't feel like they think they're teaching you anything. I feel like this is just who they are. Do I feel like it is part of your past? Absolutely. Do I feel like you're emotionally invested in giving a shit? No, I think you see, I think your fiery ass attitude sees the situation boldly and correctly for what it is. You may have had to make decisions or contemplate how not to let it upset you. Whatever the fuck happened, 3 of Swords in reverse. Was there a third party? Did they leave you for somebody else? I feel like you've had to leave all that toxic shit behind. I feel like you got to focus on the better things to come. You also may feel like I want to do something that's not gonna make me feel like I'm making the wrong decision or wasting my time. This could have happened in the last 3 weeks, 3 months. I'm not gonna. Some of you 3 years. Some of you had to learn how to own, to be strong in this relationship you dealt with. You had to learn how to be yourself or come back to yourself. Now I feel like in a career situation, you're gaining that aspect all over again. You're saying, fuck that. I'm better than this. I deserve better than this. The world is fucking mine. And I can invest in me or what I plan on in the future. I'm not going to let shit get me down. I've already dealt that with love. Why am I not going to have truth and clarity about outside surroundings? I feel like you're aware of this. I feel like you're going to put the work and fucking effort in to figure out your way out of this. I like that. There's your awareness card. Leo, wake up. I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like you're waking up to what the fuck's going on. And I don't feel like you want to be combative or let things play with you, play with your heart, play with how you feel, or make you feel suffocated. Some of you, it's the ex made you feel suffocated or does make you feel suffocated. Others of you, it's the position, the career, the work in the 9 to 5, the work in the fucking extra time and still fucking struggling to make your bills be met. Some shit like that. Not all of you, but some of you. You have very, very like dominant energy on. I need to focus on my value, my self-worth. Something about my value and self-worth is fucking on the table. I've let this slide for too long. I may have been emotionally, hurt for a while. I've let go of that outcome, that judgment. It's almost like a fucking car's recall where the car's got to get fixed. Well, I think you fixed yourself, Leo, but now you're fixing yourself in a situation where you're understanding your worth, your value. And you're not going to let anybody come fuck that up for you, are you, Leo? Woo! The past has taught you what not to go towards. I feel like your heart's open to the emotional response of what you've learned. Of what you fucking learned, Leo. You've learned the things that don't make you happy or make you feel emotionally detached. You're not going to run towards them. You're not going to move towards them. You're going to keep them emotionally attached to you. What are you going to move towards? I think you're going to move towards cutting out anything that upsets you, focusing on balance, getting good communication. And if you don't trust this option, or the options, I should say, you'll focus on, it's almost like, I almost feel like I got to tell you, sit your ass down and wait your turn, Leo. I get this like, look at him, sit your ass down and wait your turn. I didn't even know that was there. It's putting a knife at your neck. Sit down and wait. Don't be upset about waiting. Focus on the things that you can change with inside of inside of you, and then let all the good emotions or effects happen in life. Don't lie about situations that came to endings or that treated you like that third wheel. That, you know, start focusing on the communication that's going to bring in balance and make you feel like you put in all the effort and got everything you deserve. That's the happiness you've always deserved. Maybe the happiness the other person's been waiting for just as long as you or longer. I don't know. That's a conversation for you and them. Some of you are going to have to take risks and speak up about how you feel and believe in manifesting it. Others of you are going to stay focused and dedicated to figuring out how to get yourself out of a situation that you may not feel the most comfortable in, whether it's finances or just doing what you're doing. I feel like you're fighting the urge to admit something's upsetting you. I feel like Leo's trying to be like, no, I'm unbothered. And that's bullshit. That's what I got for Leo. Whoa. I don't know, Leo. My fucking ears just got hot. So, like, don't be doing no fucking voodoo spells on me and shit, because my ears are on fire. Like, what the fuck? Like, whoa. I don't read Leo and get my ears hot. Like, my fucking heater's off. Like, my ears, they almost look like they're turning fucking red. Might have struck a chord with somebody. I don't know. Maybe it was fucking for me and I'm not fucking paying attention enough. Who knows? Cigarette time. Virgo in a minute. What in the hell? Virgo. Let's go. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate it. Now we're on to Virgo. Damn, my right ear is still hot as hell. Not that one. That one. I'm so curious about what you're going to get, Virgie. Virgo. They call you the analytical ones. You guys are pretty fucking smart and precise, like very book smart. At least the Virgos I've come across. You ever come across a sign that you think is way smarter than you? I could tell you it's Virgo for me. Not every Virgo, but some. All right, let's do this. The only thing I would say I've noticed with Virgo that they've gotten me on the smartness, but I feel like they have that Leo wear their heart on their sleeve too much energy. You know, they may let somebody get a little way too deep in their emotions on them and hold that there for too long. And they know that. Not every Virgo, but some. Here we go. Let's go. Whatever comes out of my mouth for Virgo. All right. What is right ear being hot? Now I'm so goddamn curious. I mean, someone's talking shit. Well, talk a bunch of shit. Yeah, your breath probably smells like a horse's ass. You shit talking bitch. Whoever's talking shit out there, you better brush your fucking mouth, floss your ass, do what's good for you. Unbothered. Person talking shit is that person that when you have like a conversation with them, and all you're thinking about is, why does their mouth smell like a fucking trash can? Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's their breath kind of shit. Don't you brush your tongue, bitch? I'm dead. I'm over it. Here we go, Virgo. Hopefully nobody's talking shit. Brush your fucking teeth. Let's go. Brush the roof of your mouth. Get that little dangly bitch in the back. And let's do it. Get that tonsil. You may have one of those fucking polyps in there, making your fucking turning the world upside down, not know why. while you're over there not even fucking knowing, naive to the whole fact that your breath smells like a horse's ass. Here we go. Now I'm over it. Let's go. I had to extend it. This is me. Not playing with bullshit. You're accepting change and looking for happiness. I feel like you've had to kind of shut down somebody. Why? Were they trying to? I feel like was somebody trying to trap a situation? I feel like trap a baby. I feel like there was some like fucking unhealthy. It just makes me want to. I don't grind my teeth. And Virgo, maybe you grind your teeth because now I want to sit here and grind my fucking teeth because of a problem. But you might do it while you sleep. But the Tower and the Sun, I feel like there was somebody that was really trying to get away with like fucking. I almost said the M word, but I'm not going to say that because it's not that fucking serious. But it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And I feel like you became aware of what they were doing. You may have felt like they were going to get away with it. I feel like you started to get the upper hand. I feel like you started to smile when you realized the past isn't going to haunt me as much as it'll haunt them. It might have been hard to believe the scenario for some of you. I do feel like you've let it go, but I do feel like it stressed you out for a while. But I feel like the lies came to surface. I feel like you might have had to put in a little bit of homework to get there. A little bit of homework. You might have had to have a little bit of patience and self-belief. Something about patience and self-belief with this card. I don't know why, but that right there makes me feel like self-belief was a huge factor. Believing that you can get around a situation, that you're stronger than that. Some of you, this could have pertained to a situation where you guys had to separate and split shit up. I feel like somebody was trying to get away with more than they deserved. I feel like it did emotionally bother you until the toxicity came to the table, and I feel like that was undeniable for the outcome. All along, I don't feel like you desire to be, spiteful or show malice towards this situation. I don't feel like you feel that way towards the person. I feel like I just get this. I was fucking surprised how they treated me or how I was always treated by that person. And now I'm not accepting that energy. Something about I won't accept that. I'm not going to stress it. Let it be behind me. I need to focus on higher value. I need to cut out the things that bother me, that don't work out. I need to let them stay behind me and not be a piece of my future or my systematically anything now or future. I need to focus on what's going to make me feel like confident and strong and bold on the best value of not only appreciating what happened or this made you have to look back a lot. I get this. I had to look back a lot and I had a hard time speaking up or holding my tongue. Some of you were speaking up. Some of you didn't want to say things or be hurtful. I feel like somebody wasn't being on something with that ego. Like you had to I just get this. I had to expose a bullshit situation for what it was, or I had to handle a situation for what it is. There was a lot of arguing. It's telling me a lot of arguing. There's no more arguing. Some of you may have found comfort with somebody else. And if the arguing continued, they don't like that. Are they snooping on a Virgo? What's going on? Or are they wondering? I feel like somebody wants to know if you're with somebody. Something about this person you dealt with that might have, I feel like they didn't know how to handle it. Maybe they didn't know how to handle you because they never really figured out it's almost like they couldn't attach themselves to the situation to the way you feel. They didn't really give enough feelings to that. Fireworks for some of you happened that were like, it was an experience that I feel was unexpected, a very unexpected, harsh reality kind of rainfall. And I feel like you went through this. You emotionally realized I can't be upset or I can't be fooled by this individual. If the celebration's not to happen, I can't be upset or have anxiety of it. I did at one point really want to make things, I wanted to make things work, but it was causing too much distress, a lot of distress, and I can't feel that way anymore. I need to just keep on trucking. Goodbye. The door's there for a reason. I've learned my lessons. it's just the commitment. I just feel unsolid commitment to somebody. This does feel like, I don't feel like I'm reading. Some of you, I am reading an ex and it's a lover. Others of you, I'm reading somebody close to you and it's probably a parent, a fucking parent, or somebody that was supposed to be in your life, something like that. I feel like you've closed the opportunity. You've realized the past for what it is, and you're not trying to let it. I don't feel like you're trying to let it mold you. I'm not going to let it just upset me or slow me down, you know, where I want to go. I did give it a lot of thought and it did hurt. I give it a lot of thought and it did hurt, but I had to be consciously aware that I can outgrow this or achieve balance and make that decision. I feel like this is what Virgo did. You also may get lucky in a love situation. You may get, I'm saying right now, if you haven't, you may get lucky in a love situation, whether it's 6 months, 6 years, it's somewhere in there. You seem very content if you're single too, being okay with where you're at. So some of you may have the opportunity, if you're ready to invite love in, for it to show up. That is, I didn't see that coming. Not from a mile away. I had no idea that was coming. Anything else for Virgo? Anything else for you? Something about foundation is very important for you. Foundation structure right now. I feel like obtaining more. Clarify anything else. I feel like you're learning how to trust, how to just achieve more, gain more, do more. You may be looking at ulterior views that you didn't expect. We could be doing that analytical shit soon, or will be. Why is this here? Why is the Eight of Swords upright? Okay, it's a quick message. I feel like not only are you going to obtain or learn a little bit right now, I feel like what's going on is you're opening up to letting go of a situation that's already happened. I feel like you've already opened up to accepting the ending of something you were very attached to. I feel like you've moved on, but you need to be patient. I did say you could end up with fighting or arguments. Maybe it's if they find out or snoop into your fucking personal life or try to figure out what you're doing. They may not like that. I feel like my message for you is if that happens, walk away from all that shit. Don't let them get the best of the situation. Keep them wondering. That's what I got for Virgo. What the hell? Somebody wants to know your business. That's what I got for you. All right? Woo-hoo. Somebody wants to know your business. Libra. Let's go. Here we go. What do we got for Libra? Whatever comes out of my mouth for you. Libra. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Libra. What do we got for Libra? Whatever comes out of my mouth. Let's go. 2 more shuffles. Show us. All of us. Keep flipping that card up. Some Libras could be trying not to focus on the things that make them unhappy or just trying to focus on staying happy right now. Some of you, I feel like there's a seesaw. I keep seeing like a wheat. Some are trying to stay happy. Some are trying to focus on being happy. What side of the fence are you on? And how confusing is this reading going to get? Here we go. It might play both sides. It might play one. I don't know. There's two. I'm getting two energies here. That like two energies around you, and the energy I'm picking up on Libra is it's like somebody's feeling the struggle. And when I say you're feeling the struggle, some of you, I feel like it's the investment with the communication of putting something back together. And if it isn't that, then it's feeling the struggle of going towards something that you feel is the right investment. Somebody's feeling unsure. Somebody may let go of believing the right investment's going to show up around the corner. Now, I don't want to say it's specifically you. It could be the cross watcher. They may not feel like you would fully invest in them the way they want you to invest, or vice versa. This is very back in. Oh, here we go. I knew this was going to fucking. Here we go. Upright jest reversed is no. Show me. Yes. So somebody it could be a man. There could be a man, whether he's a Libra or you're the Libra and he's a cross watcher, whether he's an Aquarius, or he's a Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, something like that. Somebody believes if they do more, they can manifest you. Maybe if they make more. Why the fuck should that matter? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. Here we go. Whoever this person is, if somebody does want to come back towards you and you're a Libra woman or man, I feel like they want to invest more in themselves, but I feel like they're not investing in the emotional aspects of the power in themselves. They're more stuck in how they can materialize, strengthen a bond in rushing towards growth in finance. Like finance brings in wealth, prosperity. Fuck no. Finance brings in fucking less stress. It doesn't bring in much more than that. It doesn't bring in fucking happy home. It can make the home easier, less stressful, but it doesn't keep the fucking love going. Like, that's common sense. I feel like they're kind of blindfolded to this. I feel like they think you want to see them do this, and that's why you lost an attraction to them. What the fuck is this? They don't want you to see that they're upset. It's probably a fucking dude. It could be a dude that left a situation or left you. I feel like they want communication. Somebody wants to communicate with you. This definitely could be a cross-watcher's read. So I feel like Libra, I feel like a guy wants to talk to a girl or straighten something out, but I feel like they're invested more on financial or materialistic bullshit than on like a celebration or a decision in love, a connection that they can nurture and they can try to fix. I feel like they're more stuck on letting go of something. They feel like they got to trust that the money's not the answer. I feel like they're toxically stuck to this. I feel like you couldn't change their fucking mind, like you couldn't change your baby that's about to shit its pants on time kind of energy. What happens if they come towards you? I don't think you guys are going to fight or argue too much. I feel like they're going to realize you may be willing to go in a different direction or a brand new avenue. I feel like you're striking a different direction. You're looking for a new knight to travel with to see if that knight could become the king that you're looking for. Something like that. This person's looking back. I feel like this person's missing. This person's missing a piece of a big piece of the puzzle. I feel like they're not committed to their emotions enough. I feel like they could definitely be an air sign. If they're not an air sign, they're a very stubborn fucking earth sign. I just feel like they want to become grounded, but their mind runs so fast, so far and so foolish. Their behavior hasn't changed. Something about it hasn't changed. It's like they need that epiphany, that aha moment. They're not fucking getting it. They want it. They want to believe in the balance. But they're not. I don't feel like they're gonna get the fucking. I feel like the tug of war. You're gonna pull the rope under. Like they're gonna fall in the puddle. They're gonna fall in that fucking puddle, whether there's communication or not. I just feel like they can make something come back to life. I don't feel like the emotions is there anymore. I feel like too much time has went by. I think there were times where this could have been corrected, but it's too late. There was too many things that were unspoken of that were too important to one party, or it just felt like Where were you when I needed you? I get this, where were you when I needed you fucking energy. I was in love with you so much, I would have done anything for you. But at the end of the day, you let this die. You made me feel this way, but you did this to yourself as well. I screwed up too, but why weren't you willing to communicate? Where's the communication? They want it now, though. But they know, I feel like they're struggling to believe that it's almost like I feel like somebody believes that they have the structure, the mindset, or the way to, it's almost like they believe that they can make things, they can fix this. I feel like they can fix an outcome that fell apart with happiness. Emotionally, I don't feel like the other person wants this. Some of you are feeling this way towards your last love situation. How fucking ironic is that shit? Like, you wouldn't want to fix it. So why am I getting that some of you Libra women don't want to fix this, don't want part of this shit, but some of the Libra men want part of it, but their counterpart, whether it's another air sign, earth sign, fucking fire, water, whatever sign, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to fix it. It's over because it's over. I'm not going to stay stuck in suspense anymore. I need to focus on my heart's desire. I enjoyed the company, the time, but I'm not willing to, I don't feel like I can clarify that it's going to go in the right practical area to make balance. Is it going to humble us? Is it going to ground us? Or is shit going to change rapidly all over again? Somebody doesn't feel like it's something that's solid to grow on, and they don't feel like they can trust the commitment to it. They don't want to feel like this again. And I feel like they give a lot of time before they said goodbye, or before they figured out what the fuck was going on. And that's for the lady, or the lady had to figure out how to maneuver out of it. Realize I had it, it's gone. It wasn't everything I was looking for. Maybe they'll find what they're looking for. Maybe I'll find what I'm looking for, but I'm not circling backwards. Libra, I think you're aware of this. It's your fucking card. I feel like you've adapted to saying, you know what, I got to put love in my cup, or you're coming to the women. I think they're owning that. They're that fish looking at the cup. I think the man's trying to get above the cup, not be drowning underneath the cup in the water. Somebody's releasing the past and being aware they got to move on, while the other person is being patient and trying not to be stressed out. Why are they not trying? I gotta ask, what's the stress about? Because somebody's stressed out, and I do feel like it's. I feel like it's a male energy. I don't feel like it's a female. I feel like a woman's already like meh kind of energy on this shit. I don't feel her. I feel him. Show me something, please. Anxiety. Trying to get over the anxiety, or trying to figure out what's going to work. How do I get this investment back? How do I go back home? What do I got to learn? How do I do this? How do I go back into the cup? How do I become whole again? Well, work on those emotions. Otherwise, you're not going to get what you're looking for. You're going to be sitting there wondering why it passed you by. I can't tell the person how to do it. They got to figure out what they got to do to make this go in that direction. I'm telling you, it's a fucking dude. It's a fucking dude. I'm done. I'm over it. That's what I got. I'm sorry. It's not the best. I don't know if I'm keeping. Should I keep this reading up? Should I get rid of this shit? I haven't went on today's. Of course, I'm going to keep this fucking reading up. That's a stupid question. Of course, this reading's staying up. Hopefully, it's not too belligerent. I'm sorry. Not really, but let's keep going. Who are we on? Scorpio in a minute. Some people are going to be able to hang out with my flair. Some people, I'm going to irk your fucking soul. Hey, it is what it is. Oh my God. Here we go. Yikes. Scorpio. I need to drink more coffee. Can I get a coffee break, y'all? I've been fucking just a fucking mile a minute. Coffee. Just give me a minute with this sweaty ass coffee. It's got my legs all wet now. 2 minutes. Just need a little bit of coffee. And then we'll read. I almost said Virgo. We're way past Virgo. We're on Scorpio. The sex symbol of the zodiac. You freaky bitch, you. Don't get mad at me. Look the shit up. Here we go. That's kind of where the Leo ego wants to come out, like, Virgo, bitch, you little fucking scorpion. You have no fucking idea. Then again, I'm like, nah, give it to Virgo. I mean, Virgo. I keep saying Virgo. Are you fucking with a Virgo? There could be a Scorpio that you're going to be fucking with a Virgo, or you're fucking a Virgo. I'm done. I'm not saying another gosh darn word. I stopped it. I didn't do it that time. Love you. All right. Here we go. This is crazy. The coffee's definitely settling in. Whoo! And I haven't slept in about fucking 18 hours. Here we go. You're getting it. All right. Have you had some powerful thoughts? Have you been thinking? Have you been trying to? I feel like you've been thinking. What have you been thinking about? Tarot, don't let me down. Not now. Here we go. Money, money, money. Some of you have been thinking about how you can build more money. Some of you, it's a matter of not having to stress about money or getting balance in a money situation. Others of you, what the fuck? Some of you, it's people. I immediately felt people on that card, and not wanting to strain or feel like you have to distance yourself from people. What? Emotionally, I feel like you might have had some tickles, some surprises. Might have had some people surprise you to show you their true colors. I don't think you liked it. Don't think you were standing for it. I think you said, fuck that. You aren't happy. You're not dragging me down. I feel like you said, if you're not happy, well, maybe go put the work in and be fucking happy. I'm not getting stuck in that bullshit. I feel like you were like, nope, that part of your 5, you're off the island, bitch, kind of energy. Like, no, fuck that. I ain't playing that game. You don't talk to this person. You don't talk to these people anymore. There's more than one here. There's a couple of them you don't speak to anymore. Could you not trust them? If you're in a relationship, it makes me feel like what it's saying is you do feel like your imagination and your awareness or your consciousness collects with the other person. Sometimes you may feel like this person's got a little bit to something about learn, or they don't correspond within trust as much as you do. Yeah, I get this. I don't know what this is, but I feel like this could have been your last relationship or something you're dealing with now if you're in a relationship. They're probably quiet around people. Something about they're quiet. Zip the lip. They don't speak. It's like they're fucking mute most of the time. Unless they get comfortable, they're fucking mute around people. You know somebody like that? Here we go. Let's keep going. Not going to be everybody's message, that part. Some of y'all. Here we go. The past. Swords. Cups. I feel like you're not going to let anything of the past strike you down right now. I feel like you're trying to stay grounded. I feel like you're trying to stay grounded and inside of direction. Something about I want to find my peace and value in this world. And I'm not going to look at the things of the past that were malicious or deceptive. I need to own seeing it for what it is and putting my work and effort where it counts. I feel like you're doing that, and I don't feel like nothing is going to stop you. I feel like you got the lights, the eyes wide open kind of energy. I feel like you're trying to be noble, but also inspiring. You have this, like, I want to encourage others' energy. I have this, I want to encourage others' energy. And if they're down, I want to be that thing that picks them up. Whatever the fuck genre or thing you like to do. I feel like you're not trying to, some of you, it could come off like you're trying to people please. I don't feel like that's what you're trying to do. I feel like you're trying to help people learn how to get out of a situation that might not have been invited the celebrations or the happiness that they wanted. And I feel like Scorpio knows that's what they're trying to do. not surprised you showed up. Are you fighting for balance, equality for you and for others? Because I feel like that's what you're doing. You may have felt like you fell off or fell into a direction that wasn't showing results. So did you say no, or did you just change direction? Because I feel like you just stopped dealing with things that weren't working or weren't teaching you something or made you feel like it wasn't. It's almost like you felt like it was the right way to go until you found out it was the wrong way. All along, you kind of knew it, but you just didn't put enough effort to believe it until time was time. Balance. You're not really going to be tampered with. This is all it's really telling me. Anything comes at you childish as shit or makes you feel like you can't trust it or tries to upset you, I don't think you're going to have the patience. I really don't think you're going to have the patience for it. I really don't see you having patience for it. You're too goal-oriented right now. You're too strong. You're too strong, and your focus is fire. And I feel like it's because you want to help others and you want them to gravitate towards you, but you also want to help your own surroundings. Something like that for Scorpio. What is going on? Here we go. Give you a little bit more. Need more coffee. I've had so much caffeine. My heart is like, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Wow. That's why I'm drinking this slower than I put too much friggin' caramel in this one and sugar. It's a little too much. Between that Red Bull and that, I'm like, whoa. Here we go. It's been a while since I've double dipped. I haven't done this probably since the last time I came out here. This was like usually the only time I do it. Very seldomly on my own time, I'll do that. But it's seldom. It has been, at least the past 3-4 weeks. Anything else for Scorpio? Whatever comes out of my mouth. You had to cut free of something. And I think it's people. Maybe taking risks or feeling or focus. You had to let go of a couple, 2-3 people. 2-3 is a crowd. I just feel like there was somebody you couldn't put the work and effort in, or there's a lack of trust. Something about I couldn't trust this person. I didn't want to watch them or have to be like the parental figure that's trying to see if they're getting in trouble or trying to cause trouble. Like you cut them out. I'm over it. That's what I got for you. There you are, the death card. I feel like you had to. Yeah, I feel like you had no choice. I feel like this had to happen. 5 of Wands. I don't feel like it was worth the conflict. I don't feel like it was worth the conflict or any emotional burden. I feel like you didn't let it stack like that. I feel like you couldn't do that. I feel like you had your priorities somewhere else and going after something else. And I feel like the world has a big part of this with you. I feel like you're just trying to figure out how you're going to maneuver it and how they're going to watch you. Something about they're going to see it and they already recognize. I feel like they're going to be the ones that missed out because I feel like you had to be the strength behind the situation. Hold on. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. So is this what they were going through? Because this is what it makes me feel like. They were going through some bullshit like this. You've already been through that. You've already had that experience, and now you've got the keys to the kingdom. You've got maybe driving a fancy car, maybe got a nice house, maybe you got a pretty ass, maybe you got a fucking great voice. Whatever the fuck you're doing, they're seeing something may come out of it, and they're wanting that not experiment, but experience for them. They're wanting that right now, but I feel like they've got a lot of work to get there where you're heading. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they've got to focusing on fixing the things that have made them unhappy or getting over those things. I feel like you've already moved in that direction. I feel like you've already trusted that experience. I feel like you've already had that hardship and gotten over it. And now you're being just methodical or smart. You could just consciously, probably adaptive, aware. And for some, it was women and men you let go of. Yeah, I feel like some of you could have just been one. Could have been a couple girlfriends. I feel like you might have had to cut out a couple people you didn't trust. Some of you, it's like guys and girls. It's a little bit of both in that energy. I'm not feeling like it's just one. That's what I've got for Scorpio. Oh, Jesus. I love you. All right. Wow. Something about, I feel like Scorpio has a beautiful new beginning within the next like 24 to 30 months, or just finds success. Maybe whether you found success now or it takes almost 2 or 3 years, I feel like something that's been building continues to build. And if you don't give it up, it starts to build in a direction you were always like admiring to achieve. That's beautiful. I understand that very well. Anywho, let's go. Sagittarius. Whatever comes out of my mouth. I will say something. Becoming a healer. Sag rising. You don't just become a healer. You are a healer. You just find your direction of how you can heal, or if it's a part of your life purpose. That's for everybody. All right, here we go. Whether you identify with it or you don't, you were born to heal. It just may not be the same way the person to your left or the person to your right heals. All right. Let's go. Sagittarius. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Woo! Whatever jumps out on the table. I'm going to leave them that way. I almost flipped them. Don't do it. He wasn't ready. Here we go. The Fool reversed the Tower. You may have been in a situation. I'm going to say it. Whoop. Sagittarius. Hello. So you may have been in a situation. This is the fun part for me. This is woman or man. You might have been in a situation where you felt like you were fooled in a situation or you wasted too much time. Woman or man. That doesn't matter your gender to me. Whatever. There's so many genders today. Whatever your gender is. I'm just going to say that. I don't know all that shit. I'm getting too fucking old. All right? Like, I can't follow that shit. It's just too fucking much. Here we go. But you see that? You see that? You know, Timmy, Sabrina, Victory, Valerie, Joe, Todd, Michael, Leon. Well, not Leon, but still, maybe a different Leon. But anyways, I feel like the Fool of the Tower, the Eight of Swords with the Balance card. I feel like there's something that you might have feel like was time wasted. For some of you, it wasn't just time wasted. It was an experience. It was a love. I feel like you had to condition letting something. I get this. I had to let it go. I had to ride, kind of like I had to ride the wave. I didn't want to. Energy. Now it's doing that to me again, where I'm picking up like the woman and I'm picking up the man. So the man didn't want to let go to something, preferably a family. Very sensitive man. Very sensitive man. But the woman, I feel like, was okay. The woman, they're both Sagittarius. The male's a Sagittarius, sensitive inside. The woman, she's not. It's not that she's insensitive. It's just she's got a little bit harder shell on the outside. And she became comfortable with being alone. Oh, I'm over it. Stop it. Here we go. Let's go. Skip it. Shut it. Let's go. Ooh, oh, my God. Somebody needs to go out and have some fun. I feel like if you were to some of you are gonna have opportunity. That stinks of opportunity for me. Jump. Clarify anything you want for them, but it's gotta jump. This just makes me wonder if you're going to chase it or let it come towards you, or you're ready for it. I can't really answer that. That's for you. Are you going to play with it? Is it time? Are you going to play with it? Are you going to open the lines of communication? Are you going to start building from the ground up? You're going to start working with it, making it work? Does it feel solid? Do you feel committed to joining in that energy? That's on you. Have you dealt with the past? That's on you again. I feel like there's been judgments that felt unfair or felt like they manipulated you. Could be an earth sign, could be an air sign, could be a water sign, whatever sign. No more looking back. I feel like it's time to trust in what you are here to do and what suits your needs, your benefits, and those you care about. I feel like you've learned and grown. I feel like she was a little bit, when you look at the eyes, I feel like he's trying to work to the growth and she already figured it out. I just get this energy through this reading. Whatever. Empress, I'm done. Look at, it's like he's trying to achieve and nourish what she's already embodied. I don't know how else to explain this one. Somebody had to let go of a love situation. Definitely could have been an air or water sign that you're not with anymore. I do feel like if there was struggle or fighting, I don't feel like that's the problem anymore. I feel like that's been let go of. I don't feel like it was always the best or most fun communication. It was stressful. This tells me it was stressful and somebody felt like they were like a third party, or like I just get like I was either third party or I wasn't enough. I didn't make them feel like I was enough. So they wanted to go out towards something else, or they made me feel that way. I get that energy. Whatever. Something about it wasn't whatever what the disconnect was here. I don't feel like you were meant to always stress about this situation. I feel like you were meant to move away from it, but I do feel like it was hard to let it go, or the way it made you feel. I do feel like you're figuring out that I don't have to let that bother or hinder me anymore. I like that. I like that a lot. Somebody was like madly in love, whether it was you or them. One of the two of you were madly in love with the other. Could have been a man madly in love with that woman, wanting the balance and not getting what he wanted. Could have been vice versa, a woman feeling that way towards a man. I just feel like something of an investment. There was a final chapter or decision, something about it. The chapter, the door's closed. I'm done. The door's closed. He's walking out the door. You see the walking out the door card? They bounced because somebody bounced. It balanced out because somebody bounced. No more lies. Emotions. I need to trust. I feel like I need to trust the direction I'm heading in. Let's shuffle and see what happens. Emotionally, go after passion. Why is that there, though? You could have felt like somebody was playing with you. You're mentally giving you mind games mentally or emotionally draining you. And I feel like you had to make the decision to let that go, to see it for what it is. It doesn't mean you hate the person or you don't want to see them happy. I just feel like you didn't want to be stuck in that pain of regret or the lack of strong, good communication. It's, sticking together. I feel like you grew apart. A big part of me feels like time changed. You grew apart emotionally, and you learned that, you know what, I can still lead or have victories. It's just probably not here. That chapter of my life's ended. And you know what's crazy? I'm reading you. You might not have gotten the full wish fulfillment you wanted. I feel like you tried to be strong. Was it towards a Leo, another Sagittarius, a Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? I don't know. You tell me. Not important. The sign to me is not important. It's the fact that you got over a situation that was extremely tough. Because it just doesn't feel. It feels like it was tough if you were the one that it was hurting them, like you couldn't let it go. Even if you tried to portray like you were over it, you weren't. Kind of energy. I feel like you just weren't. I almost feel like I could throw up right now. And that's why I feel like somebody wasn't over it. Like it was really hard to believe something was going to stop. And it wasn't a matter of starting over with somebody else. It was letting go of what they had. And that's because love is love. I get it. It is what it is. Here we go. Sagittarius. What's happening? I'm not reading the comments. Welcome in, everybody. Here we go. Sagittarius. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Oh, this way. Okay. Whew, you might have dealt with another fire sign or a fucking, I'm done, air sign, whoever the hell it was. There was some damages. Whether you created the shit, they created the shit. I don't give a fuck who did what. I really don't give a shit. I just see something slow down. The horse, you can't take a horse to drink the water, right? The communication fall apart. Did the happiness not show up like it was supposed to? I feel like you had to learn how to control your emotions of the environment, the situation, how you felt. Breathe kind of energy. I feel like you accepted change. I don't feel like it was easy, but I do feel like it empowered you. I do feel like it empowered you. I feel like you let go of what was stressing you out. I feel like it took time. Something about it took time for you to get the strength to let this go, but you did. I feel like you did. You let the ending be what it is. The 10 of Wands with the Page of Wands. Saying goodbye is goodbye, but it's not always goodbye forever. Might have to still deal with them. You may not have to still deal with them. Whatever's happening, I feel like you had to stand up on your own. I feel like it was hard for you to do that. And if this is your card, it is in the reverse. You might not have felt like you could do it, but I do feel like you overcame it with the 10 of Swords. I feel like you had to do this. I feel like this was part of your path. And a lot of it has to do with feeling like you couldn't trust where it was going. I'm sorry about this, but I'm glad you're over it. I'm glad you're figuring out what had happened, what had fallen apart. Or I feel like it taught you many, many things. And I feel like it made you represent like what you will accept in a new relationship or the next relationship, whatever. I feel like emotionally it woke in you. It woke your ass up, gave you truth and clarity of what you want, what you deserve, and what you're not going to allow to come back towards you, what you're throwing the fucking ice cold at that tree and knock one of those coins down like playing Sonic or some shit or fucking Mario. I don't know. Here we go. That's what I got for you. I just feel like you gained a lot of perspective, like a lot of beautiful perspective. Not only on the relationship or how you felt, but on yourself. I know it's hard to be in a relationship and love something more than you realize, and then it's like fucking traumatic. Like I haven't let that happen in fucking a long. I mean, when I love, but I remember the pain that it can cause when it just won't go away, or it's hard to say goodbye to it. Some people go on with it for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and I'm like, how the fuck did you flip that fucking quick? Who the fuck are you? Like, what? In the past, I've had it ride me for way longer than a month or a couple of weeks. So if you know that energy, you know what I'm talking about. And we're done. We're done here. All right. I said enough. All right. Capricorn. I gotta shut the fuck up. So this is whatever comes out of my mouth. Too much shit is coming out of my mouth. All right, here we go. All right, let's play. Cappy, I'm coming for your ass. Let's go. I almost said you're a sweet and sour chicken ass. I did say it. Oh my lord. What a crazy ass reading this one will be. Just enjoy it. And hopefully it makes a little bit of sense to somebody out there. I can only imagine how people are sitting in the chair like, how do people watch this guy? They're patient. They wait for the outcome if the outcome's not showing up. Or we're not going to get into that. We're not going to tangle assholes. Not right now. We're going to read Capricorn. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And hitting that like button. We need likes. We need love. Like away. It's almost like the movie Signs. I forget what his name is, but he's like, swing away. Tells his brother, swing away. Or some Indian movie. Here we go. Let's go. Capricorn. Whatever comes out of my mouth. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. No, 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 no anymore. Okay. Clarify this one. What is going on? What is really going on? So why do I get the energy Capricorn could have been feeling? Some of you Capricorns, I got a couple scenario stories here. Some of you could have felt like there was somebody you were missing, very attached to. Could have been a sibling, by the way, for some of you. Does feel like a woman's energy, even though I got like two, could be a woman, man there, but it feels like sisters, cousins, something attached to something. And you felt like the disconnect. Maybe they died and you just wanted to be closer to them. I don't know. It feels like something like that. Oh. What I see though over here, I feel like anytime there were problems where you were trying to figure out a direction to head towards or what's going to make you feel solid or ground you, it was like you couldn't lie to yourself about the past of what you've been through in love, despair, regret, stressful love situations. I feel like those situations that stressed you out, you cut free of, you got balance of. I feel like you said no. I feel like you wanted to fall in love with the scenario or situation in the past, but you had to let it go. I feel like you did. I feel like you did this. I feel like it wasn't easy, but I feel like you made the connection. Past card again. That's double past energy. Seven of Pentacles, six of seven. Yep, Seven of Cups. No, excuse me. Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you let this go. You're adapting to change. You've been changing a lot. I feel like you've been changing probably more than most of the zodiac signs. I would tell you in the past 2 years, you've went through so much different shit. It's really probably structured you to just go with change and accept. You have this, I need to accept everything the way it is, but I also need to, I'm not going to say be resilient, but be in charge of the situation. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's worked out. It might not have been towards love, but I feel like it was towards things you invested in, whether it was getting a better job, focusing on the career, focusing on the hobby. I feel like this started to work. I feel like the practice, something about practice with it started to take off. I do feel like you've been at a distance, though, with victories and love. I feel like you're very single. I feel like you may go out and have fun. I guess I might go out and be that runner and let them chase me, but I'm not really focused on that. That's not what's grounding me. I'm not going to lie about what I really care about right now. It isn't, it isn't love. What's behind there? It isn't fighting for it or fighting for me. I feel like that's the furthest thing from your mind. I feel like what you're running towards is not stressing about making the decisions that make sense. I feel like you've went through a lot of heartache, a lot of separations. I feel like you've let go of anything that feels toxic or unhealthy. If it makes you feel ungrounded, I feel like you've said goodbye. Three of Swords energy. You said no. I made a decision to overcome it or let it fall off my shoulders. I feel like you're okay with that. You're not emotionally invested. I do feel like for some of you, about 6 months ago, it was bothering you, maybe a little bit longer. I feel like you've started to trust letting that go, starting to move the wheel into your favor. I feel like a lot of it had to do with trusting, being self-reliable, trusting yourself a little bit more, opening your mood up to feeling different, adjusting. You feel like you've went through a lot of change. I don't know what it is, but you feel like you're making me feel like you changed rapidly. Just as you think it's just like Capricorn can't surprise you anymore. They are. That's a very strong energy. I feel like you persevered through a lot of different things, outcomes, situations, scenarios. It might have been hardships for some of you, and you've just outlasted the problems, and it's just keeping you it's keeping the wheel turning. Something about things working out well for you or starting to work out better than they were when you felt that unsettling feeling from the beginning. They've gradually grown you away from that. So it's like it's separating you from the problem. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. That's what I'm picking up. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Whatever comes out of my mouth for Capricorn. Whatever comes out of my mouth for Capricorn. I saw 2, 14, 14. Capricorn, what we got for you? What comes out of my mouth for you? Capricorn. I don't feel like you're letting the something about at one point. I don't know who this is going to make sense to. It does feel like it's hitting left side, right side of me. I feel like it's surrounding female and male energy, feminine and masculine energy. I feel like what's going on is there were surroundings around you you felt like you wanted to be a part of, but it no longer made you feel like you cared or you needed to be a part of it. The shadow side, I feel like it wasn't something you're like, what the fuck do I care? Kind of energy. Like, if I'm in the celebration, I'm in it. If I'm not, I'm not. I got to focus on things that are going to make sense or, get me out of a rut kind of, or make me feel like I'm moving in the right direction. Achieving balance. If it doesn't love me, if I can't trust it, I'm not going to work with it. I'm not going to work with it. If it's going to give me the 3 of Swords energy or hurt me, fuck that. That's lust. That ain't love. I'm not letting it come near me. Fuck the fuck away. And I feel like you're like the empire of that shit. 3 strikes and you're out. And they might not even got to the 3rd strike. Some of you, they got to that 3rd strike. Some of you, it took you 3 times over to recognize you didn't need that. You didn't need anybody but yourself. Star, 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and karma. You might have felt like you were living in a situation that it was only producing the ugliest karma. No, the karma was coming around, molding you in a way that might have felt like it was like everything's against me. Yeah, it wasn't against you. It was teaching you how strong you can become. It was letting you know that you're not alone. I'm done. I have to tell you this. Not alone. Because you might have felt with the King of Cups energy in reverse alone. Your cup was never empty. You just felt empty. Page of Cups in reverse. I feel as if it surrounded how you felt until you recognized, I don't have to feel this way. I feel like that is beautiful. I feel like that helps you identify like not only self-love, but love connection in the future. You put your priority in perspective where it belongs. You weighed the pros and cons of balancing a situation, and I feel like you let go of everything fucking else. And I think that was a smart investment. Might have to be patient. Might have to be impatient for the investments that you want to come towards you. I'm going to tell you, you might have to be patient for that communication. I don't feel like you're worried about fighting for it. I do feel like your heart does desire it. I do feel like you will move towards it. I do feel like if you trust it, if you open up to it, it can be yours to squeeze, just like he's squeezing that fucking money. All right, that's what I've got for Capricorn. Capricorn, I do feel like you almost have like a sky's the limit reading, but it's like when you make sense of what you want to go after, or if you think the shoe fits. You have a very, I don't want to, you don't feel like, I don't know if I want to tolerate it like an Aries. You have more of like a, is it worth tolerating? Am I ready? But it's like, do I want to play this game? I do feel like you would invest or not be worried about the investment at all. But I don't feel like it doesn't feel like a full power focus yet. It feels like it's building itself to become that. I'm done. I can't say anymore. I feel like I'm saying too much. I don't want to fucking get sick talking so much shit. Here we go. Okay, Aquarius. Let's go. Joaquin Phoenix. That's right. You got the movie right. It's Joaquin. I'm probably fucking his name all up, but it's him. Swing Away Merrill or whatever his name. I can't remember his name. It's gonna drive me nuts the whole fucking reading. But he's telling him to swing away. Aquarius, whatever comes out of my mouth. Let's go. I don't know. Let's just do this. They be hopping today. not wanting to fight, trusting that it's not worth fighting. You may have felt like somebody, I feel like you don't want to fight with somebody who lied to you. Somebody might have self-sabotaged themselves. I feel like it was a relationship that you wanted to see growth in. I feel like it was really upsetting when you found out that they were doing this. I feel like whether somebody else was meddling or whether it was you felt like they were meddling with somebody else, I feel like emotionally you just wanted the answer. Something about it, just emotionally want to know what the fuck is going. Like I'm like I don't want to be blindsided kind of energy. I feel like it felt that way for a while for you, Aquarius. You could be a woman, by the way. Look at that, another woman card. I do feel like it made you feel uncertain or made you feel like, yeah, I get this. Why would you do that energy? Like, why would you do that to me? I was trying to move towards you. I was trying to create change. You know, I was showing you who I am, but emotionally, you just kind of just showed me a side of you. I feel like they kind of blindsided you with a turn of events. Some of you, you see that smoke around her legs? They ghosted you. They stopped communicating with you, or you felt like they were communicating with somebody else. I hope it wasn't fornicating because I almost felt like I needed to say that, but I'm not going there. Here we go. Did you make the decision? Two of cups, 3 of wands, 2 of swords. I feel like you made the decision 2 to the 3, 5 to the 7. I need to change and I need to adapt it quickly. I don't want to fight another 7. I don't want to fight for something that's not going to stand up and fight for me. 4 coins, 9 of cups reversed, and I can't distress. I just got to let it unfold naturally. I feel like you accepted this natural situation or ending. I don't want to say, I don't think you were, you might have been a little upset about it. I do get a little angry, whether you want to admit it or not. I do get you a little bit fucking angry. But I'm also picking up that it was like you couldn't like completely shut them off. Like it was like hard not to talk about this person for whatever the fuck. It's what's coming through. I feel like until you said, you know what, fuck that. Why am I even playing with this? Judgment's been had. I feel like, you know, I was kind of wasting my time or they were being foolish with me in the outcome. I can't move in this direction. What's hitting the ground? I got to move in a direction that's going to make me happy. Not that's going to make me feel stuck. I feel like that's what you had to do, my dear Aquarius. I feel like they wore out their patience with you. I also feel like it lingered with how you releasing this person. Definitely could have been a man. The sun and the king of coins. It's definitely a dude. This is a woman's reading, by the way. It was a woman and a man reading here. All right. So what didn't happen? It didn't happen. I feel like you became aware and understood it. Emotionally, though, I do think it was hard to cut ties with talking about it or feel the feeling, something about talking and feeling. There's definitely wanting to, they might have left you wondering. I get this, they were like, you just couldn't figure it out. The wheel just keeps spinning in reverse. What the fuck happened? Where did they go? What are they doing? Why are they the way they are? Like, not everything we're supposed to figure out. Not everything we're supposed to know. Maybe you did get the answers. I don't know. I do feel like it was hard not to look back at this person. Could have been a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Could have also been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm done. Maybe an Earth sign, but I don't feel Earth. Could have been. I don't know. I feel like you overcame that, though. It's telling me you overcame the situation. You overcame what happened. Celebration and committing to leaving it alone. I do feel like it was hard to do. I do feel like it wasn't simple. I do feel like you stopped playing with it, and I feel like you started being your own authority figure, maybe around work, career, or something like that, or the home. I feel like you started focusing on the things that you could make come to life, or you. This makes me feel like you started playing with your magic, or you're more of what you could give around you to others. You might deal with people. It might be something to do with people. Take care of people, deal with people, something like that. You help people. I get help energy out of this. You got truth and clarity, and you figured out what's not worth working with, or what wasn't worth giving the time and energy to anymore. You moved away from it. I feel like you just decided to help others. I really feel that help energy. I don't feel like you're upset anymore about it. I don't feel like you stress about it. May stress about somebody a little bit younger than you, or they stress about you. It feels more like you stress about them, whatever. The world, or them not looking at the world the right way, or getting the victories they deserve in the world, or facing the world head on correctly. That's what I've got for you with those. Whoa. Okay. Aquarius. I need coffee. Here we go. Let's go. Aquarius. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Here we go. Let's do this. Give me something else for Aquarius, please. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Do, 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 do. What do we got for Aquarius? Here we go. Let's do it again. One more time. Tell us anything. I feel like I told you this already. I feel like you're going to need to really focus on building good alliances or relationships. I feel like if you don't do it, it's just going to show up. It's going to eventually show up. If you're not trying to entangle with people, I feel like you're going to have an inviting energy, or I just get this, something's going to shift. I have a shift energy. Maybe your feeling shifted to how you felt about what happened. Maybe you let go of what happened. Maybe because you're finally over that, you're ready to be, proactive, whether it's socially. I feel like you're going to gather more. And it does feel like a platonic thing that could lead to something. Why does it make me feel like you're not sure? Some of you, it's weird. Maybe you're a little bit older, or maybe you're younger and you're just not into the love scene. I don't get what it's trying to tell me, other than it makes me feel like somebody feels, I get this on the table, somebody could feel like love may just not be on the table right now for me, or at all. I don't know why I feel that, why the cards make me feel like this, but this is what I'm seeing. It's not that you don't want it. It's just you may feel like it's too late to find. I'm done. It's like you want love, but I'm not going to get it. Two of Cups reverse. What is going on? Don't lie to yourself. Don't discount your blessings. Don't say no to the things that could show up. I feel like just because you ain't moving towards it, or the celebration ain't there, it doesn't have to be something that you fear or worry about never happening. Let go of any doubts. You know what I mean? Overcome any of that. Don't let that be your thought practice, because if you do, you won't take the risks or recognize the rewards that could be in front of you. You're not going to play with the things that are in front of you, and you probably should be playing with them. I feel like you are very career invested. I feel like you may feel unappreciated at the career at times. Definitely feel something about I feel unappreciated, or it feels taxing on my health at times. It's draining. Something like that is coming out for you. This is not for everybody. This is for certain Aquariuses. I can't read everybody's energy at once. Just bear that in mind. I feel like you've learned a lot, though. You could be a caregiver. I don't know why. Holding a baby. You could be a caregiver, taking care of somebody younger or older, whatever the deal is. Five of Wands, the Wheel, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands, the King of Swords. I feel like you've tried to hold back with people and not stress about them. Sometimes I feel like you've had a hard time keeping your mouth quiet towards people when you know you wanted to. So some of you are quick with the tongue, but I think some of you recognize it's not even worth giving that energy out, getting stuck in that scenario. I feel like you're feeling like that's behind you now. You've let it go. I feel like you've really adapted to where if it's not going to change, I can't change it. It doesn't want to listen. It doesn't want to. Nothing wants to. No turn of events wants to come. I can't fix it. It's not. I'm not meant to fix it. And I think you've become to the acceptance. If there's no victory with that, that's accept. Like I can accept that. You don't want to juggle situations that feel like you're just going to face them over and like a broken record kind of energy. That's what I'm getting for Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius is like, I'm above that. I'm beyond that. I'm more tapped into that. I can recognize more than that. I can see a little bit better than that. I may know the outcome before it happens. And it's not about telling you, aha, I told you so. It's about not liking what I see and then it having to play out. Something like that. Anyway, that's what I have for Aquarius. Woo. Tap me out. All right, Pisces. Here we go. Please come to Rio. Rio de Janeiro. Hello. Let's go. Pisces. Whatever comes out of my mouth. I don't know. Be good. Don't be bad. I'm afraid. Just be neutral. Do something good. Please. We'll see. You never really know till you go. Well, sometimes. Depends. It depends on... I don't know. Depends on the day. Depends on the feeling. Depends on a lot. Here we go. Whatever comes out, Pisces. Out of my mouth. Here we go. Pisces. Jumped. Moon card. Love it. Clarice. What's going on, Pisces? I don't know. You tell me. Let's find out. Clarify the moon card for Pisces, please. Clarify the moon card upright for Pisces. Thank you very much, please. What do you got? You are definitely in like, I'm going towards balance, or I need to focus on balance. Balance, balance, balance. Key, key, key. This is the direction I want to head in. I've had enough anxiety and fear or regrets. I'm over that fucking shit energy. I'm not going to let anything stress me out right now. I've been feeling the stress or the weight. I feel like the weight of situations. I feel like you felt cut off from a situation, and you know it was throwing you off balance. I feel like it did something. I feel like it kind of showed you your worth, made you recognize, well, if it cuts me off, I don't have to speak to it either, or I don't have to emotionally be invested into it. I need to move in a direction that's healthy, not something that's going to cheat me or lie to me or steal from me. I need a transformation, a change. I got to cut away from things that bog my thoughts, or maybe even make me feel stuck. Or just lingered for something about it, lingered for a little bit, played with you a little bit too much. Might have played with you, made you feel a little uncomfortable for a while. Might have made you not want to play with love again right away. And then if you started to, it might have felt like things were just unsure. So you might have dealt with somebody. They might have fucked the situation up, tried to deal with somebody else. Not all of you, some of you might have dealt with something else, hoping for happiness. And that didn't last very long, did it? No. All right. Maybe not all of you are going to make sense of that. Some of you will. I'm getting a lot of no's here. No. Didn't work out. Didn't move towards it. Didn't grow with it. 8 of coins. Did you figure out that I feel like at the center of the whole problem, it wasn't what the other person did or how they made you feel. It was you trusting in that you can move on. And even if you don't find that love connection, it's not about what you find. It's not about what upsets you. It's about you embarking happiness within inside of yourself. And I feel like you are understanding that, and have been for a little while now. I feel like Pisces is like, nobody's going to distress me. I feel like you're like, I'm not under distress. I don't need a fucking lifeboat. I don't need to be in a lifeboat. I don't need a life jacket. I'm not drowning. Why? Because the past is behind you. I feel like Pisces is learning to trust that energy. I like this. Trust the change. Good for you. Did something not work out? Did something make you become grounded? Probably. Did you see a toxic situation for what it was, or an unhealthy situation for what it was? I feel like emotionally you were drawn to something, but it felt like it was love. Felt like it might have been a victory. Definitely could have been another water or fire sign, maybe earth sign, but I feel like the communication stopped. I feel like it was an emotionally hard thing for you to let go and make part of your past. I do feel like you became timid with the whole situation. I do feel like it took a little more time than you wanted, but I do feel like you finally let go of that situation. You didn't drown in it. Might have fucked you up for a little bit. I'm going to tell you the truth. But I feel like you finally made the judgment to recognize it's not the person that's going to put a ring on my finger. I feel like Pisces is like, nope. I also feel like it didn't make you, after one or two dealing with a person, jumping to another person after trying to get over another person. If you did that, might not have worked. But something about, I don't feel like it, as of now, you're wanting to jump towards communication with somebody. I don't feel like that's where you're getting grounded or what you're trying to work towards. I feel like you've made the decision just to do things on your own for a while. Sit back, kind of maybe either try to enjoy life or let go of the experience and not really worry about where you're heading. I feel like you don't want to stress. You don't want to feel devastated. You've made that decision. You've come to that conclusion. I can't worry about the past. I can't feel like this. I can't stress an ending or a stoppage. I can't worry about a stoppage. I'm okay with letting it go. And all you have to stick with is trusting that you're making the right emotional judgment call for yourself right now. Something about you don't want to focus on the things that upset you or look back. If you want to look back at anything, look back at things that have made you happy in the past, not what this person made you feel like. Remember what made you happy on your own solo. And I feel like Pisces kind of had no choice but to go through that, whether it was recent or a while ago. I feel like you went through that. I'm going to tell you, it definitely could have been a fire sign. I get like it was a fire sign, another water sign. Air did fall, maybe air. I don't know. I don't know. There's water. There's water again. Love. There's water. What else we got? And there's air. I just didn't get I don't know. I just didn't get the fire. Oh, how you like that? Leo, maybe? Shit. I'm done. Put a fork in me. All right, let's do the next one for you. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Pisces. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Let's hear for Pisces. What do we got for Pisces? Whatever comes out of my mouth. Whew. I am not answering personal questions, maybe in the future, but if you're asking personal questions in the chat, I am not answering them today. Maybe in the future. We'll see. I'll think about it. Here we go. Comes up. Wow, that was fast. What the? I feel like Pisces is about. I feel like you're really wanting to see things, a turn of events, not only with something to do with what makes you feel abundant, appreciated, / what brings you passion, happiness, what makes you feel like you can transform or grow. I get this. I want to grow together with somebody. You might have felt like you lacked the faith to believe it can happen. That's not for everybody, but somebody makes me feel that way out of these two cards. Whew. Some of you have ignored what hurt, or if you didn't ignore it, you let it go. Some of you, it still scratches at you a little bit. It still takes the mind off a little bit. I feel like you still think about, damn it, I just got to get it out of my head. Not all of you. Some of you may be still feeling that way. Four of Wands. What's the celebration about? Recognizing it wasn't for you. Page of Pentacles, reversed. There's no growth. Eight of Wands. I feel like you're moving away from something that felt like it might have felt like it could be a great love relationship. It was more of lust. It was hanging on a thread. All right. I feel like you're meant to find something different. You might have dealt with it. I'm telling you, I'm getting air, fire. I'm going to say it. Air, fire, or water. Might have dealt with something that felt karmic. Might have felt real karmic. Might have been emotionally hard to let go of. Definitely could have been a fire sign, water sign, air sign. Whatever it was, I feel like you've outgrown it. You've said goodbye to it. Said, no, you can't come to my doorstep. You can't ring my bell. You can't call me. Let it go. I'm emotionless to this. There's no more love here. I think it was harder for you to do this than the other person. Just going to be real. But I think you did it. It tells me that you probably did it. Tells me that it was a little hard for you to imagine that you could do it, or you could come to the closure of it, death and rebirth, but you stopped the communication. You recognized it wasn't giving you the correct balance you deserved. It may have given you a lot of anxiety or upset nights more than anything. It might have made you wonder really what's going on. Am I chasing, Prince Charming, or is it a frog that's never going to turn into a prince kind of energy shit, whatever that's about. I feel like it felt like it kept spinning you in circles until you didn't want to deal with it anymore. Till you realize, what am I dealing with? Who am I dealing with? And why am I dealing with it? I feel like you learned to trust yourself. You got over how it made you feel. You might have felt like I can't stress about it, and I have to accept changes and go forward with changes. I can't be emotionally upset about not being happy, or them not really wanting to talk to me or be around, or me being included, something like that. I'm going to fight for me. And I think that was a smart investment. I think that was a smart investment for you. And I think it's going to bring in a better balance and a way better victory in the future for you. This is what I have for you, Pisces. Love and light to all zodiac signs. If you like the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you don't like the channel, it's okay. Find somebody else. And hopefully, yeah, you find somebody else that helps you. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you later. You all have a good day. Peace out. Leo Fire. Bye.